Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina. Thank you for being here. So today I have a surprisingly another hair extension video. I had a different company reach out to me and they said, hey, we want you to try something a little bit different. We loved a previous video that you did for hair extensions and we want you to try a halo hair extension for a more quick and easy kind of tutorial, but also just a review on the difference between them. So today I am partnering with a company called Goo Goo Hair. I actually love the name. I think it's really unique. I think it's fun. And I told them specifically, like any video, it's going to be 100% honest in my own opinion, not swayed by receiving anything in exchange for a product or for a video or whatever it might be. This is just me talking to you guys about something. It'll be fun. I actually was going on a small vacation with my husband and one of his friends to Nashville, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try these and test them out while I'm there, and kind of try to do like a vlog style video. The problem is it was raining like the entire time that we were in Nashville, and I I just, was trying to keep like more tight hairstyles in a sense, just because it was kind of gross out the entire time that we were there. So I did get a little bit of content and I did test them out while I was there, but I felt like the weather kind of ruined my experience. So I also have been testing them out in my personal life outside of vacation. We just got back a few days ago, so I've been testing them. I really gave them the full wear when I went to Nashville. And now I am here to kind of give my thoughts on them. So these are the hair extensions, and then this is the box. I just curled the extensions because my hair is wavy today. I slept in a braid, so I was like, you know what, let me give them a little curl. And I'm so excited to go full in depth about these. But I just want to share, this is the Goo Goo Hair Extensions box that it came in. Actually, really love the box. Super, super fun. It says changeable life at your fingertips. That's fun. Oh, hi, Spinach. This is Aspen. He also is trying the hair extensions. Not really, but hello. Say hello. He's like, Mom, what is this? Spinach, you got hair. You got hair, buddy. Look at all that hair you got. Anyways. So I want to get into depth with that, but just kind of what came in the box. So the hair extensions came in this little net. It did come with a clip, which I'm actually really glad about because you will have to clip different parts of your hair back to help. It did come with directions. It's actually just like a basic hair extension book. There is halo instructions in here. They are helpful, but I feel like I had to do a little bit of research on my own. I mean, everybody's hair is different, so finding a style that works best for you. It's taken a few days for me to figure out how to do it quicker, but it is attainable and everybody's hair is different. So I'm going to give my own personal tips and tricks as to what has helped me with my fine hair, but it also came with a replacement guarantee. And then if you have any issues, you can also contact them. What I really like, and I haven't done this yet, but it did come with an extra fish wire, and then it did come with an extra little clip, like a few extra clips. You can sew them in. I believe you might be able to clip them in, but you can sew them into the actual hair extensions. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in a bit. And then they also sent, very kind of them, they also sent a little bag with some eyelashes, which is fun. I actually, you know what, I haven't worn eyelashes in so long. I'm really cutting down on how much makeup I'm wearing. I'll post a video about that above. I'll post like a little link. I do have some foundation on, like a light foundation on today, just because my skin is breaking out so bad. That is that, but cute that they came with little lashes. I kind of try them on. But this here is the hair extensions. I got the color Honey Blonde. I got the 20 inches. The reason I got the 20 inches is because I got the 18 inches in the clip-ins, and I felt like the 18 inches weren't long enough. These here are the 20 inch. surprisingly, they're almost like a little bit too long. That's a big part of why I curled them too. And I think the reason that they're too long in comparison to an 18-inch for me right now with where my hair is at is because the way that they sit a little bit lower on the head, or I like to have mine sit a little bit lower so they're a little bit longer. Um, so take into account if you have finer hair, like me maybe, or thinner hair, you might want to sit it a little bit lower so it might give it more length. I mean, obviously hair extensions are supposed to give you length, but I'll go into that a little bit more as well. This is also a lot of hair. I mean, maybe it doesn't look like it, but it is a ton of hair. For the honey blonde color, it is a bit cool toned for my natural hair, just a slight bit. You can't see it right now, but you can definitely notice it when you compare the ends of my hair in color. You can see that the extensions themselves are a bit cooler tones. But what's really good about a product like this is that it's real human hair. So that means that you can cut it however you want, you can style it, but you can also color it too. So if you're looking, you know, I've been thinking about it. I could honestly put like a warmer toned like conditioner in it to help tone it just a little bit. It really doesn't need a color change. It just needs slight toning, which is totally doable. But the point is that when you're working with real hair, you can make it work however you want. I could even cut it if I wanted it to be a little bit shorter, but I'm continuing to grow my hair out, so I know that that's not going to be the case. So I might as well have this keep the length. Obviously, it'll be longer when it's straight, but the curls just kind of help. Also keep in mind, like my hair in the back is cut straight. Obviously, the hair is pretty much straight on the ends, but the way that I do hang this in my hair, because I have fine hair, kind of has it like a U. So you can't really see it now, but towards the middle, it's a bit longer. So if your hair is cut kind of in a U, you're gonna wanna lay the hair the best you can how your hair is cut. My hair is cut straight across, so the goal is to do it straight across. But I mean, obviously I prefer to kind of hang it a little bit lower. The way that the halo hangs and sits, I prefer it lower, so it's kind of gonna go a round shape. So you can really work with this however you need to, cutting it, coloring it, toning it, making it work however you want, which is really, really handy. So I will say this is a little cool tone for a honey blonde, but I think it definitely does match. And honestly, when I was wearing it, there were a lot of times that I couldn't even tell, just like the way it was blended with my hair, I couldn't even tell the difference in tone. It's really just when it kind of hangs a little bit longer than my natural hair, I can tell the color difference. But you know, it's really not noticeable. I was wearing them one day, it was rainy, I was wearing them, and our friends go, were you wearing those hair extensions the whole time? And I took them out, and I was like, yeah. And they're like, we had no idea. Just because it looked so natural. They're like, obviously your hair looked a lot fuller, but like we just didn't know what you did. And I was like, yeah, I wore some hair extensions. So that is that. I like how it's kind of one weft. I think it's a unique experience. I think that this doesn't, in terms of placement, doesn't provide as a personalized placement extension experience. So when I had the individual ones on my video, you could see that you could place them wherever you needed to based on like, if I, you know, let's say I have more hair on this side, or if I need a certain area of my head to be a little full or whatever it might be. Whereas this is just kind of like one and done, personalized because it's real hair, just as the other extensions I tried were real hair. So you could always mix up the color, but it's more of a streamlined, put them in, have them hang, and then just go. I didn't even realize Aspen was over there, but I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna give like a little bit of tips on what I find helps the most. I do find that because I have bangs, I kind of have to set up my hair so that it hangs behind my bangs, and then I have a piece and then I pull it over. I will show you how I do that with my bangs. I'm sure it's actually easier not having bangs, but I'll show you a little bit of how I do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave some front pieces like this, almost like I'm doing like a half up, half down here. But like I said, I had tried putting it a little bit higher because my hair is on the thinner side. Now, I saw a lot of different reviews from different people. Um, People with thicker hair might need 2 wefts. That is totally up to you. I definitely do not. I think like having thinner hair, especially the way that my hair sits on my head, it's almost like my hair is kind of flat. So real quick, I'm going to take this clip. I'm going to put it in my hair. My head is kind of flat. Oh, goodness gracious, I forgot to leave this piece out. And now I'm just going to brush out a little bit of my hair. But like I was saying, because I have thinner hair, I think it looks most natural sitting lower so that I have a little bit more of like a flat head like I naturally do. But if you have thicker hair, you might want 2 wefts. I mean, just start with one, see how you like it. And then if you feel like you need a second one, I think that's definitely attainable. Or you can kind of like mix and match with like regular clip-ins and then like also a halo weft. But this is what it looks like. It only has 4 clips. Because my hair is thinner, I don't have as much hair to grasp. So I am really glad that they gave me these so that I can put them in. I haven't done it yet, but I think I'm going to need to sew them in, which is totally fine. But I'm going to sew in some extra clips here just so it has more to hang on to. So I feel like it has a little bit more of a grip. But I never once felt like this was falling out. I will say that when my hair was not freshly washed, or if like when we were traveling a lot, I don't know what it was about the weather, but my hair got greasier faster. And I felt like because I had thin hair and like slightly soft hair, it also kind of slid with the grease. It was like extra slick. So keep in mind that you might want to put in some extra clips if your hair is like this. I'm gonna take my brush. This hair is super soft. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a brush for a wave so that hopefully it can mix with some of my natural waves. And then you just take your clips, you're gonna open them up. It's so easy. Then I just take it over like my hair, where my hair was. Be careful because the clips, because they're open, can get in, like stuck in a little bit. But I just kind of take it like this. You're going to want to make sure that the sides are as straight as possible. And then kind of feel with your fingers where your hairline is starting. Like I said, I prefer mine to be a little bit lower, but we're just going to give this a try and slide it, and then we're going to push it so that it sticks. And then I'm going to take this other sides on both the farther ends. These need to be a little bit lower because I picked like a thicker section because my hair is pretty flat. So this side is in a little bit far, but honestly, I'm not even mad about it. This side is probably a little bit further back, but I think that this is fine the way that they're placed. I'm going to turn around to kind of show you. This isn't perfect. This is just me doing it how I'm doing it. This is where the halo is. You can't even really see it, but it's kind of in the crevice of my head, and then this is where the extensions are. I put them a little bit below my hairline. I think I want to say that I feel like they are more comfortable when you're wearing them lower too. For me personally, even when I just have like a barrette or something in my hair on top of my head, because my hair is so light and so fine, I feel like it just even is too heavy. So keeping it lower helps keep it comfortable longer. And then you can see here, probably very thinly, but I do have that halo, so I can move it wherever I need to. It does kind of stretch a little, which is nice. So I'm just going to take a little bit of hair through it like this so that there's kind of like a little bit of a difference. I'm going to take out some of this here. Perfect. And then you can see it's kind of naturally falling. So I'm going to take out my extra hair on this side. I'm just going to pull it through. And then I'm going to run my fingers through my hair, so my natural hair and then the extensions combine. It's nice the way that they are placed because if you need to, you can kind of stick your fingers under the weft and you can pull out like any hairs that might be like sticking through or whatever it might be. It's pretty versatile to fix. All right, and so that's really it. Like it is in. This is what my hair looks like. You can see that it's pretty natural. Like I said, like you can't really notice the cool tone difference. Like this is not my real hair. This is an extension. Um, Definitely it is so much more comfortable for my fine hair and my sensitive head to put it lower. So if you're wondering about length and you know that you have a fine sensitive head, go shorter if you're going to be putting it lower. Or like if you have straight hair and are going to be putting it lower, keep in mind that you might think you need longer, but you actually might need a little bit shorter. It really just depends, but if you're going to be curling it, it's flexible too with curling it. But I'm going to show you what it looks like from the back, so you can kind of get an idea. So this is what it looks like from the back. You can see if I pull some of the wefts, curly, like the long hair, if it were straight, it would definitely be longer than my natural hair. So that's kind of like why I curled it, so it wouldn't do that. I'll show you, kind of move my hair around in different ways. I think nobody would really know that you're wearing hair extensions. Honestly, I feel like it would be really hard for someone to tell that you're wearing hair extensions. Now, when I was setting them up a little bit higher and putting the halo a little bit more forward, my husband was kind of like, I think I can see them. And I was like, okay, so for me, putting it lower is better. And then with the wire, you can't even tell, honestly. You could maybe see it in the middle, but like you'd have to look really, really close. There's really just no way that you could tell. So I would say like for heaviness, if like 0 was not heavy and 10 was heavy. For my fine hair, I'd say it's a 4 or a 5. I will say when I was wearing it and it was raining, my hair was a lot heavier because my hair was wet, and like my hair plus the natural hair was kind of absorbing like the moisture from the air too. So it was definitely heavier. I think I wore it for like 6 hours and I was like, okay, like maybe I need to take it off for a little bit. But I also want to say that that kind of like attributes to my sensitivity level, but also I'm just not accustomed to wearing anything on my head really. And so you have to take into account that hair in general, regardless, is going to be heavier when it is longer. So you're going to be adding a slight bit of weight, but I really think that you could wear them for a while too if you really wanted to. I think that they're flexible like that. I haven't tried putting my hair into a pony. I don't think that that is probably recommended, but you could maybe do like a half up, half down, or like the highest you could maybe go is like a pony to here, or like a low pony is totally fine. Um, Even when I'm kind of pushing on my head like this and like shaking it around, I don't feel like the extensions are gonna fall out. And I don't feel like the halo is rolling back. I think the way that it kind of works is that when you have the hair on both sides, it really pushes it from rolling, so it stabilizes itself. Um, but overall, I think that these are great if you're looking for like a quick one and done kind of like maybe not even 3 minutes. And like I think once you learn how to do it, you can streamline it and do it maybe in like 2 minutes. Just put them in, pop them in, and go. You know, obviously you might need 2 Fs if you have thicker hair, but I really don't think that most people would need 2 Fs unless you have a really thick hair, really long hair. Whatever it might be. But I think overall, these are fun. They're really fun. And even if you're just like wanting to wear them out on a date night or to like a special event, or even to like your wedding or something, if you want to have thicker, fuller hair, and something that is natural looking without having the commitment of getting your hair colored, you know, or getting like real extensions or whatever it might be, it can add a different color depth. It can add a different kind of thickness depth, and it can add length if you want for a very special day. So I think that these would be a good alternative. I previously had bought like a weft for our wedding, but the hair color that I got, it was a really cheap hair weft. It was really heavy, it was synthetic, and it was really warm toned. So I think like this is definitely more natural, just having the real hair. And you can't, I mean, maybe because this side is a little bit curly, I could straighten it a little bit, but you know, it's really, really handy to have if you're looking for clip and go kind of real quick, 1-2 or special event kind of hair weft, just to have the halo experience. So I think that it's, you know, worth a try if you're looking for something quicker than like a basic hair extensions. I've never seen anything like this really, except for like the occasional Instagram ads. You know, having tried it, it definitely is fun. It adds an element to your hair, and it's a quick, less personalized experience compared to a traditional individual clip-in. So always an option for you to try that if that's more your type, I guess, or if you're looking for that thick, beautiful anime hair like I always want. But I'm really excited to grow out my hair. I'm excited that these are kind of longer because they can grow out with my hair, hopefully, and then I can have some super long extensions and like some naturally super long hair. I know that I have bangs in the front, so maybe that kind of like hides. I can take that into account that it might hide this a little bit better. But I feel like even if you didn't have bangs, it doesn't really matter. I feel like it's the same exact experience regardless of whether you have bangs or not. I think bangs just make it a little bit more difficult, honestly, because you can't just place it anywhere. You have to like work around like your hair bangs or your hairline and then your bangs and all of that jazz. So I don't know, that just kind of came to mind while I was thinking about this. But yes, these are my clip-in hair extensions. I want to say thank you to Goo Goo Hair. I'm very impressed with the quality. I'm very impressed with the service. They have been so wonderful, so kind. All of these companies that have been talking to me and reaching out to me so far have been so wonderful. I feel truly blessed. And I'm almost to 700 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I know that's like not a lot in this day and age. Like, you're like, oh, a 10-year-old on TikTok has 1 million, you know, viewers and subscribers or whatever. And I'm just like, I make small YouTube videos, but I do it for fun. And I do it because I love trying out new things for you guys. I love giving honest, fun, relatable reviews. And, oh, thanks. And Spinach and I love spending time with you. We really do. Oh, thank you. Can you show him your new hair? Look, he's got some hair going on. Spinach. Hold on, this is fun. Anyways, we love making videos for you. We love having a good time and creating wonderful content for you. So if this helped, or if it was interesting, or if you just like hanging out with me, likes and subscribes are so helpful for me, but not necessarily. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm looking forward to making some new ones. I just got fired from my job, so I might have more content for you very soon because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So that is that. But thank you so much for watching. My name is Christina, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay.